Just for today, may the brightest parts of me rise. Welcome back. Take a slow breath in and gently let it go. And as you realize there's nowhere else more important to be right now than here in the comfort of your own company, you remember that place in the woods, the place where all of you is welcome, the place that feels like home. And with a breath into your heart, you are back here, at peace among the trees. Warm sunlight filters softly through the leaves above you. And as time passes naturally, day slowly gives way to sunset. And sunset now drifts toward the evening. The air gently cools around you. And all throughout the forest, the nighttime world begins to awaken. You may notice the sounds of crickets beginning to sing, the soft movement of wind through the trees, and somewhere in the distance, the call of an owl echoing through the darkening woods. And ahead of you now, a carefully tended fire pit glows softly in the evening air. Sending warm light and slow-moving shadows dancing across the trunks of the trees. And as you move closer, you begin hearing the slow, steady rhythm of drumbeat. Ancient, grounding, steady as a heartbeat in the night. And without needing to force anything, you find yourself naturally drawn toward the fire. Drawn to the sound of crackling wood, the smell of wood smoke that takes you back to a time that feels just right in this moment. The warmth, the rhythm, and as you settle near the fire now, you begin noticing the way the flames move, rising, softening, shifting rhythmically in the night air, and perhaps without effort, your own breathing begins syncing gently with the movement of the fire and the slow pulse of the drums. Breathing in and out, in and out, allowing your body to soften a little more with each breath. And as you watch, the fire begins to rise and expand. The flames grow taller now, brighter, more alive, until what first appeared to be only a fire now feels like something more. A doorway, a threshold, an invitation, And some deep part of you already knows this is not a fire that harms. This is a fire that remembers. And perhaps now you imagine yourself stepping toward the fire, not with force, but with curiosity. And as you move through this remembering fire now, notice that something waits for you on the other side. Not something your conscious mind needs to figure out, but something deeper. Parts of you already understand. An object, perhaps. Symbol. See the color. Feel this feeling of deep remembrance. The feeling of being deeply connected to courage, an object of truth. Like a seed of the life waiting to fully awaken within you. Good. And as you receive it now, notice how naturally your mind and body begin connecting with it, as though some part of you recognizes it immediately. And now, let's recall a moment you stood up for someone or something you deeply loved. Maybe it was loud and obvious, maybe quiet, deeply personal. Go there now. Notice what you saw. Notice what you heard. Find that feeling in your body and recognize there was already courage within you then. Good. And now, remember another moment, a time in space and time, a season you survived, something difficult, something painful, something that may have broken a less determined soul, and yet, here you are, breathing, learning, becoming, and perhaps disappointment covered your fire over for a while. And like the ancients who carried hot embers safely beneath ash, your coals never stopped glowing with the best of you. Because fire can soften. Fire can quiet. But that does not mean it's gone. And maybe now, you can begin imagining a time not far from now. A moment where you would normally shrink back into fear, into doubt of yourself, or a moment where you forget your own strength. And now, notice what changes now as you carry that gift with you. Imagine moving through a life with a little more warmth in your chest, moving through life with a little more trust in yourself, moving through life with a little more willingness to step toward the life calling you forward. Imagine how different life begins to feel when your decisions are guided less by fear and more by the quiet remembering of who you really are. Because your fire never left you. It only waited until you were ready to carry it forward. And take a slow breath now and whisper in your mind, just for today, I will move with courage instead of fear. Just for today, I will remember my fire. I will remember where it lives and how easy it is to retrieve. Just for today, may the brightest parts of me rise. And allow these feelings to settle deeply into the mind, the body, and the heart. And as the fire burns low and the drums soften into the night around you, you hear something call out softly in the distance. Something familiar, something safe beyond your wildest hope, a sound that stirs something ancient inside you, the feeling that somewhere ahead, another part of you is waiting to be remembered. But that journey is not for tonight. And when you're ready, on the count of 3, begin gently returning to the room around you, bringing this warmth, this remembrance back with you. 1, 2, 3. Welcome back. And thanks for healing with me.